We are back, and we're going to talk about Trump's huge Bitcoin announcement that is going to happen today. Well, it's kind of not him, but it is him. But it's about the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, and it's actually a really, really big deal. May 5th was the deadline. We're also going to talk about some really, really cool initiative that Ripple is doing, which I greatly appreciate. I love to see all these different initiatives happen. I'd love to see people give back. So we're going to talk about that. Also, too, Token 2049 in Dubai is over. Congratulations to everybody who went. I hope you all had a good, fun time. I didn't get to go. You guys know I had some personal stuff to take care of. But we should start seeing a little bit more chatter happen on the feed. I know when there's big conferences like this, people travel to these destinations, and which is wonderful, fine, fantastic. But again, because their hours are kind of moved around and switched around, we're not getting the regular content or regular updates, different things like that. And also, too, a lot of the teams and projects are super focused on making a successful event with the after events, all different types of things. So it's been a little bit slow, and that's okay, because it gives people like you time to self-educate yourself, figure out how you want to rebalance your portfolios, or do whatever it is that you need to do. Again, on this channel, we talk heavily about projects that have 3 key things: RWAs, real world assets, tokenization of assets, DeFi, decentralized finance, and AI. All of these together are going to bring power. The projects that can focus on this, that actually have valid utility, absolute powerhouses. Just my opinion. Those are what I'm looking to, those are what I have the most of in my portfolio. We also have to give a big shout out to all the channel members. Shout out to Mr. D, to Mr. R, to Mr. Legend, Gorgeous Julie, Mr. Lawrence, Mr. R, and Alpha Junkies. Also, too, good morning to TikTok, good morning to Rumble, and good morning to Twitch. In addition, you guys, Bitcoin 2025 is right around the corner. Right around the corner. I have a ref link so you can save 10%. It's going to be in the description below. I've also pinned it. If you use my link, it helps support me. I've got an agreement with them, so they've given me free tickets. And if I do well with ticket sales, then they'll continue to give me tickets, and I can continue to offer you discounts. However, I am going to ask them next year if I could get a bit more of a discount from you guys. So we'll see how that works out. But I'm going to be at Bitcoin 2025. A lot of people will be. It's a great event. It's in Vegas, so just come down. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. You get to network. You get to talk with a lot of people. One of the biggest misconceptions in crypto is that everybody's going to get rich all the time. That's true to an extent. But you might not get rich necessarily with trading or investing, but really networking and going to a lot of these events. That's how you're going to meet people, get opportunities. I've talked to so many different friends of the channel that have gone to events. I've given them tickets, etc., and it has completely changed their trajectory. They've gotten great jobs in the industry. They've networked. They've figured things out. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. I know Julie knows what I'm talking about too, because Julie can attest that going to a lot of these events, you get to meet people, you get to chat with them, and you get to hear a lot of alpha that you might not have heard before. Okay. And Julie will be there too. So if you want to get her autograph and take a picture with her, maybe she'll allow you. If somebody could get that guy out of the Rumble, we don't like that language. It's not good stuff. I don't like it. All right, let's go and get into news because it's exciting stuff. Anyways, it's Monday. It's another Manic Monday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm seeing that some people are not allowed to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, so I went ahead and I texted my baby daddy and I asked him if I could celebrate it. So he went ahead and gave me the green light. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the news. All right, this is the most important story of the day. Okay, where is it over here? Okay, so this is from Mr. Trump. Where is it? This one over here. May 5th. May 5th is the deadline. Okay. May 5th is a deadline for the Treasury Secretary to deliver an evaluation for establishing and managing the strategic Bitcoin Reserve, as mandated in Trump's March 6th executive order. Will we see a Bitcoin Strategic Reserve soon? So let's go ahead and break this down. Today is May 5th. It is Cinco de Mayo. Wonderful, great, fine, fantastic. But today's the deadline. So we should be hearing some big news on what's going to happen. As far as crypto goes, Trump, good morning, trying to get through the ads. Excuse me, Mr. John, why aren't you using Brave browser? Hello, it's right there. Hello, it's free. Can the moderator get this guy out of here? Like, it's just weird. Like, it's weird. Can we get the moderator out of there? This weird stuff. Anyways. Oh, I guess I'm the moderator. I don't know how that's that's going to work. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So Trump has kept all his promises as far as crypto goes with these executive orders in the first 100 days. Other things I'm not going to comment on because we're here to discuss crypto. We are here to talk about crypto. That's what we do here. Okay. Now, with that being said, as far as the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, that's crazy stuff happened on Rumble. I might actually disconnect the Rumble stream because cuckoo. Anyways, with that being said, are we going to get the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve? Well, I think that we will. And the way that the initial way that was promised with the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, I like that. I don't want to use taxpayer dollars to buy assets. I don't, to invest in. We're in serious debt. We're dealing with like this great reset. There's all this drama happening. I don't want to use taxpayer dollars. Okay. The Bitcoin that has been confiscated by doing naughty things, cool, fine, fantastic. Don't sell it. Put it in a Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. If you want to rebalance the United States of America portfolio, maybe sell some gold certificates or whatever that is, that I'm fine with that too, because it's not spending more taxpayer money. And at the end of the day, taxpayers, we are all footing the bill for this stuff. Okay. And I said this on ABC and I will continue to say it. It is not a bad thing to use existing Bitcoin. Okay. So USA is not going to revalue its gold. I have no idea what they're going to do with that. We don't need to sell all gold. We still need to have gold. We should have assets. Like, it's good to diversify. Okay. So with that being said, that's what we're kind of waiting for at this time. So Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is expected to outline legal, financial, and strategic plans for reserve. Report may include custody, investment strategy, and possible legislation needs. So we're essentially waiting on this. We're waiting on it. Today is the deadline. Also, Warren Buffett, we talked about him stepping down from Berkshire Hathaway yesterday on the stream. With him stepping down from Berkshire Hathaway, I think it's a gentleman named Paul. I think it's Paul. He's going to step in. He was he's going to step in and take over. He's 62 years old, a little bit younger than Warren. Warren doesn't like Bitcoin, referred it to rat poisoning in the past, yada, yada, yourmom.com. But Buffett came out and said there could be things that would happen in the U.S. that would make us want to own a lot of other currencies. So what does that mean? Bitcoin is a currency. Crypto assets are a currency. And we don't really know exactly what he means by that. He's talking about other currencies. So people by this statement, by him stepping down, Berkshire Hathaway, they have about $347 billion in cash reserve for future investments. And a lot of people are speculating that Berkshire Hathaway will invest in Bitcoin. Could they do that? 100%. 100%. Now, what would that do for Bitcoin? Well, basically, what we're going to see happen with all the corporations buying Bitcoin, they're going to use a Michael Saylor strategy. By using the Michael Saylor strategy, they are going to issue bonds or stocks or raise money, take out debt. They're going to buy Bitcoin. So basically, they are using a Ponzi system to purchase a finite asset that essentially pushes, could push a number up. So again, it's very bullish long term, extremely bullish long term. And then we also have a statement from President Trump over here, and he's talking about Bitcoin, or not necessary, but he says this is a clip from, I'm not exactly sure. This is from May 4th, which was yesterday. May the 4th be with you. We got our little babies in the back. But let's go ahead and listen to this clip, and then I'll analyze it for you. Sorry, guys, it's been a day. Good morning, gamer. Good morning, gamer. Let's get into this. So I agree with what he said here. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about China. Oh, it's muted. I'm sorry. I don't know why it did that. I'm sorry, you guys. Here, I'll play it for you again. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
I want crypto. I think crypto is important because if we don't do it, China's going to. Mm-hmm. And it's new. Mm-hmm. It's very popular. Mm-hmm. It's very hot. If you look at the market, when the market went down, that stayed much stronger than other aspects of the market. But I want crypto because a lot of people, millions of people want it. I don't know if you know that Biden went after it violently. And then before the election, he changed his tune entirely. His head of the SEC, everybody changed their tune. You know why? Because there were hundreds of millions of people that are participating in crypto and they wanted to get their votes.
Yes. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about China. Sorry, you guys, that was my fault. Let's go ahead and talk about China, and let's go ahead and talk about US. So for many, many years, there has been this belief that China has banned crypto. And for the most part, it kind of is banned, but people are still using it anyways. There's not a lot of crypto companies that come out of China because of their regulations. Now, they'd have the digital yuan, which is basically their CBDC, which I don't like stablecoins. I don't like CBDCs. We've talked about it before on the show, what I think is going to happen with it. Now, with that being said, Trump is 100% right. 100% right when it comes to the interest in crypto. There's a lot of money to be made. We're seeing these corporations, the hedge funds, TradFi, et cetera, make a lot of money and essentially coming into the market because they want to make money. So that's what we're seeing happen. Great, fine, fantastic. But it is going to be a race to see who is more of a progressive country for crypto. Right now, it's Dubai. There's not really a whole lot of law. There's laws and there's stuff, but it's a lot. When it comes to money, they like to make money. So they're going to make it to where that they can make money, and they can do that with crypto. And that's why XRP has a partner, with Ripple has a partnership with them, all that type of stuff. Now, with that being said, we got to put the pedal on the metal. Let's get this going. But back to the Bitcoin strategic reserves, Arizona's bill was shut down by Katie Hobbs. Wendy Rogers is going to go ahead and try to push it through again. But basically, she's saying that it's like an untested investment, which I agree with too. And again, I have no issue with rebalancing portfolios and acquiring crypto and Bitcoin that route, but I don't want to use taxpayers' funds to acquire Bitcoin. I just don't. I don't feel comfortable right now just because so much is screwed up, especially in America. Now, let's go ahead and just take a quick market look right now, okay? This is what we're seeing in the market. I don't know what the hell form is. I'm like so out of the game right now with all this new stuff, but we're looking okay. On the weekly, not too great. Hype is up, virtual is up, not too great. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening just with Bitcoin. Yesterday, I wanted to see a sustain above, I think it was $93,000, and we were able to get that close. We were able to get that beautiful close above $93,000. Which we had talked about, which was here. So that's good. We did have a swing wick high to 97, but we did close at about 94. But the moral of the story is we sustained above 93. It was an important area of support. The reason why it's important is because these candle butts over here, okay? And I understand we had a $10,000 candle the week before, but at the same time, beggars can't be choosers. This is good. This is bullish. This is fine. We are still looking pretty bullish on the weekly. And at the I want to just really sustain above 93,000. Taking a look at the daily, we had a little bit of a downside here after hitting the high, but that's okay. Let's just make sure that we can hold 92 and look for about 91. Taking a look at the 4 hours bouncing, so it does look like we found a local bottom thus far, which is good. And if we get this announcement from Scott Bessent about the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, we should see some positive price action later. Ethereum is holding on decently, considering we were not able to get above 1850, and it looks like we're heading down a little bit. So as far as Ethereum goes, I'm going to make a video for you guys this week about it. But again, we're having some trouble breaking back above 1844. I'm just hoping we can get that $7,000 to $10,000 by the end of the bull run, because Ethereum essentially is the institutional choice for RWAs and tokenization as of now. But of course, Ripple is coming in hot, so we'll have to see what happens with that. As far as Solana goes, Solana actually broke down below 146. It does look like we may retest 134, kind of depending on the market. SUI just doesn't care and just always goes up all the time. It's absolutely crazy. This is probably one of the better ones to focus on, just because it's got great volatility if you're trading. As far as XRP goes, XRP is falling, and it does look like we are going to test $2. Link is at about 13.71, so this looks a little bit bearish. ADA lost support here. And as far as HBAR goes, HBAR lost support. So we're seeing a lot of coins lose support right now. Bitcoin is holding on, trying to do her thing, but at the same time, it's not looking super great. So we do need to sustain above this $94,000 area here, but we'll see what happens. We will definitely see what happens. But there's lots more news, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now, as far as XRP goes, there is a story. No, that's Warren. Where the heck? What the heck? What the helly? Oh, also too, as we're talking about Bitcoin, there are rumors that NVIDIA is going to add Bitcoin onto their balance sheet, and their stock declined 24.44%. This doesn't necessarily indicate, I think so to me, just reading the headline, it sounds like they're going to add Bitcoin to their portfolio if If. Well, not even if, but it sounds like their stock isn't doing too terribly great right now, so they're going to add Bitcoin to their portfolio. However, it is a rumor. It is not it's not confirmed. So just wanted to let y'all know that. Now, when we talk about BlackRock's 13F filing reveals over 5.4 billion Bitcoin-related holdings. So these are the holdings over here: the IBIT, FBTC, GPTC, MicroStrategy, Riot, Mara, Wolf, and mining stuff over here. So this is BlackRock's filings as far as Bitcoin goes. Now, it doesn't mean that it's holding Bitcoin. It's buying shares of their own, which is really weird. I don't know how they can buy shares of their own, but basically they own Bitcoin themselves, and then they're buying it on behalf of their clients. Okay. On behalf of their clients. Plus they own all these other MicroStrategy, which, Bitcoin over there. And of course the mining stocks, which is important. Now, this story with Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor comes out again and says, we acquired 1,895 Bitcoin. The cost per Bitcoin out of all the Bitcoin they have is about $68,000. With that being said over here, again, it's not their money they're using your money to buy it, really. And they own over 2% of the supply, close to 3%. Now let's go ahead and talk about Ripple and XRP, because people are like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Make sure you guys smash a like too, okay? It's free to smash a like. It is free, and that helps support me in the channel. Now, all these stories are so stupid, and they piss me off. Ripple just unlocked 1 billion XRP. No, it was worth 2.2 billion, but it's part of Ripple's monthly escrow strategy. And this has been happening since 2017. And so I think people should know that too. And that's just what they do. And then also too, they unlock 1 billion, and then typically 700 to 800 XRP is relocked. The rest supports operation, institutional sales, liquidity, ODL services, and past unlocks haven't consistently impacted price. So not really a big deal, but people will make it a big deal. And they've been doing it since 2017. It's all planned. This is the story here though. Ripple pledges $25 million to support U.S. classroom and teachers. I want to read a little bit about this. So, majority of funds will be distributed in RLUSD, and it's supposed to support teachers, students, and classroom resources. It builds on Ripple's history of over 200 million global philanthropic contributions since 2018. This is the thing. Okay. Donors choose. I haven't really looked into it too much, but it's a nonprofit. And I don't like large nonprofits. Okay. So over here it says, let's go and read a little bit what it says, okay? They've been supporting schools since 2000. 6.4 million people partners contribute 1.7 billion, over 3 million teacher requests and classroom resources, crowdfunding platform, funds, classroom, highest rates for transparency and accountability. I'm just not seeing anything that's telling me anything over here. Okay, you got a cute little website over here, support a teacher. I don't know. All I'm going to see, I'm going to know, if you're a teacher, I want you, what I would like you to do, if you are a teacher, what I want you to do, I want you to submit something and see if you get something back, like support. That's all I'm going to say. I don't like these big organizations, though. I don't, because generally the money goes to administrative costs and not where it's needed. That's just my opinion. But what I want to know from you guys, if I've got any teachers, or you got a wife that's a teacher, or a girlfriend, or whatever the hell, I want you to go to this website and I want you to submit a request. I want you to submit a request and see what happens. Why? Because I want to see if it's legitimate or not. Because I know if I donate to the self-care lab out of Montclair, California, every single damn penny is going to those kids. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit of mess on Solana. Apparently, Solana devs fixed bug that allowed unlimited minting of certain tokens. That's not good. They had a 0-day bug in their privacy-enabled token 22 tokens. It allowed for fake proofs to mint or steal tokens. It was in the zero-knowledge proof system. No known exploit happened. The patch was released and quickly adopted by validators. Fix involved adding missing components to a cryptographic hash. Some in the crypto community raise centralization concerns. Does this make it centralized? No, I don't think so, but it means that the code wasn't good and it needed to be fixed. So I guess you can classify that as being a little bit centralized. But again, Bitcoin has its own core devs and they have to fix as well. This is just bad though for Solana. This is very, very bad for Solana. Again, I have no issue with that. I'm not saying anything bad about it. Solana has great fundamentals for the most part, but this is really bad. The reason why it's super bad is because if it was adopted by a major institution and this happened, that would be pretty problematic. Really, really problematic. And if an institution adopted this technology and happened, there's no one for them to go after and sue. Like, let's say, for example, an institution adopts like IBM technology and there's a problem with the program that they bought, they could go sue IBM. They can't sue Solana for that. Just talking. Just talking. Just talking. That's all. VanEck just filed for a BNB spot ETF. BNB is not a made in America coin from my knowledge. But the fact that they just filed to have a BNB ETF, I would probably put this on my watch list. SEC announces agenda panelists for roundtable on tokenization plus date change on roundtable for DeFi. Pretty interesting stuff over here. Okay, I think that this is weird. But, it's just really the merge of adoption and crypto and TradFi coming together. But these panelists, they're going to have Fidelity, NASDAQ, Invesco, Franklin Templeton, BlackRock, Apollo Management, Tokenized Asset Coalition, DTCC, and Superstate. And they're going to be talking about the future of tokenization. People from Robinhood, Shia Network, Securitize, Maple Finance. I think that's a crypto one. Blockchain Capital. And they're also going to be talking about the evolution of finance and capital markets. Why does this matter? Why is this important? Well, this matters and this is important is because we're actually seeing our industry be taken seriously. We are getting regulations. We are getting laws. Things are going to really start taking off and happening soon. It's a little bit scary though. Like these types of meetings were things that we could have only dreamed of happening. But here we go. And again, you guys, I'm going to continue, and this is going to be on May 12th. One of the things I do want to remind you is we do need to demand that the accredited investor law gets removed, because if the accredited investor law doesn't get removed and we have crypto going to the mainstream like we're seeing happening now, we're screwed. We're really, really, really screwed. When Solana and HBAR ETFs, probably Q3 or Q4. They've been delayed, not denied, delayed. And if you subscribe to the channel and you set all the alerts, you would know that because we always talk about that here. My nose is itchy. I need to find a different color contour too for my nose. Anyways, let's get into the next little story over here, my babies. Senator Bill Haggerty. We must advance legislation that ensures American leadership in the digital asset space protects the US dollar for centuries to come. Hold on. Whatever. Basically, he's talking about the Genius Act, and I'm sitting here screaming about accredited investor law. Why? Because guess what? CBDC is coming whether we like it or not. That's what the Genius Act is. It's part of stablecoins, which again, I do think stablecoins do need regulation. I do see stablecoins evolving to basically be like gift cards and all kinds of that kind of crap. Great, fine, fantastic. But at the end of the day, none of this matters if you are right to use your money the way you want to use it is halted. And that's what the accredited investor law is. You need to write to the SEC. You can actually send them an email and say, hey, I want this removed. And again, thank you so much, John. I appreciate it. I am the only YouTuber that's talking about it. Nobody's literally talking about it. And it's important. Like we can have crypto access to everybody. Great, fine, fantastic. You want to buy a BlackRock spot ETF, whatever the hell you want, like invest with your broker through crypto. We don't want that. Bitcoin and crypto was created because of the predatory practices of TradFi. We don't want, we need the accredited investor law removed. Our money, we should be able to do whatever we want with it. Okay? If you want to go out and buy a damn pen, go buy a pen. Okay? If you want to invest in some stupid coin, do it. I don't really care. Disclosures are easy. Not a hard thing to do. I've got them all over the damn channel, but I'm getting really, really sick of this stuff, okay? Because guess what? Gee, I understand we need laws and regulations for stable coins because it's coming. It's important. But what about the laws and regulations for crypto? What about the laws and regulations that are going to allow retail to have the same opportunities as accredited investors or as a wealthy? And again, it's not even, I dislike wealthy people. It's not at all. They're just people. If you're a good person, you're a good person. You're bad, you're bad. But what we're seeing happening right now and the lack of initiative from any one of these crypto blockchain advocacy groups that will sit and talk mess about what think they're better than y'all because they all came from money. They all came from this wealth privilege, which is fine. Again, just because somebody comes from money doesn't mean they're bad people. My issue is crypto was created for the underdogs. If you cannot advocate for the underdogs, but you're bullish on crypto, you are a scumbag. It's very simple. Everyone deserves the same opportunity to make money. You do well in crypto if you self-educate yourself. That's how you win here. Is it hard? Yes. Are you going to have to work hard? Yes. Are you going to have to spend a lot of sleepless nights studying and back testing and paper trading, researching? Yes. Did I do it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. I did it with a kid. I did it working a full-time job. Okay? You can do it too. You are capable. You are smart enough. Yeah, John says, I hate this guy. I don't need them putting me in a corner. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Nobody. You're smart enough. That's all I'm saying is you're smart enough. Don't sell yourself short. Just demand from them. Demand from them respectfully. Anyways, talk about this stupid stablecoin bill. Okay, stablecoin liquidity reaches a record high of 220 billion. Great, fine, fantastic. That's globally. But it's the Genius Act. 9 pro-crypto Senate Democrats oppose the current stablecoin bill. Of course they do, because they don't want you to have anything. They cited unresolved issues, including AML, safeguards, national security, foreign issues, accountability for violations. Senate is preparing to vote on the bills early this week. Despite objections, Democrats say they don't want to collaborate on responsible crypto regulation, which makes sense, which is why Harris didn't win, is because they didn't address the crypto issue. And all they did during their administration was attack good companies like Ripple. Now, all the stable coin stuff, great, fine, fantastic. I love it. Happy for Tether, happy for all USD, happy for these ecosystems. But at the same time, this is not the top priority. Now, Mr. Paulo from Tether AI. Remember I told you guys to pay attention to AI? Remember how I told y'all? Remember I told you? Okay, projects that have DeFi, AI, RWAs, join their damn communities and learn. Remember how I just talked about self-educating yourself? Thank you so much, Terry, for the $9.99 super chat. So today we're just I'm going to do like protein tacos at home. I have nerves. Hell yeah, I have nerves. What the hell, you new here? I'm a shock jock. This is my job. This is what I gotta do. I don't care what other people say. Why don't I care what other people say? Listen, I will listen to your opinion if you come respectfully, but guess what? I'm really just tired of the underdogs getting treated like crap. I really, really am. And you should be mad too, because a lot of the problems we have in America, do we have social issues? Yeah. But they are maximized because of the wealth gap. If people have access to money, they have access to better products and services, so they can focus on that instead of being petty and stupid. Anyways, so AI. Tether is launching AI. It'll run on any device, no API keyed or no central control. It's going to support USDT and Bitcoin payments on their wallet dev kit. Ardano says it will power billions of AI agents in a P2P network, and Tether has invested heavily in AI maintenance. Now we're on the same conversation of technology. Yeah, I know the folks cannot get their money out with CBDCs. U.S. App Store allows apps skirt 30% fee on NFT crypto sales following Apple's legal defeat. Let's go ahead and read on this a little bit more. So basically, this came from Epic Games. They won a court ruling against Apple on in-purchase app restrictions. Judge ordered app to allow external payment links in U.S. App Store. Apple plans to appeal, but has temporarily updated U.S. developer rules. Ruling could enable more crypto-powered apps, NFT sales without Apple's 30% cut. Some crypto functionalities like mining and rewards app remain restricted. So is this a win? It's a good, it is, but it's not. It's kind of like a meh, whatever. But at the end of the day, that's why Solana's created their own phone so that you can do crypto stuff there. And they're regardless of Solana's issues on their network that they have, they're still learning. They're doing the best that they can. But basically, what the moral of the story with that is that you're gonna see Solana's phone do well because it's better. Anyways, I want to show you guys my pants that I got. Well, first I got this from the thrift store yesterday. I actually wanted the same exact shirt, but it was from Nordstrom's. I have a white one and I got it on sale, but I couldn't find the gray one anymore because it was sold out. So I got this for like $5 at the thrift store. It was brand new with tags. And then I got these pants from Forever 21 for like $5. And I love them. And they got a little zipper. That I love. So cute. Anyways, I have to go because I have to make a lot more content, and I have to go to grocery store, and I got to go buy millions of gift cards for everyone. So I got to go. Anyways, thank you guys for rocking with me. It is also free to like this. Sending you guys love and light. And just remember, you're smart enough. You're smart enough to beat the system. Well, not beat it, but join it in an ethical manner. Sending y'all love and light. I'm going to drop a video for you guys about Cardano. Good morning, Alexandra, you gorgeous lady, you. Cardano and Bitcoin, 2:30 p.m. PST, so watch it. Bye.